Hello, welcome back to Moonlit Path Tarot. So today, I think we're going to do a past, current, and future energy reading for the sign of Virgo. Alright, Spirit, for the sign of Virgo and their recent past, what does Virgo's recent past look like? Okay, Nine of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, your own card. Did I just drop a card? Did I just drop something? Oh, I swear I did. Okay, guess not. All right, so two more for, I almost said Taurus. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. For Virgo's recent past, Spirit. Okay. Three of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles is like abundance, it's joy, it's like a single energy kind of. You don't necessarily have to be single, but it is a card of abundance. Let's see, so could have started a new job. You may have a new income source because Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is a card of collaboration, community, working together with other people. And then Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is some kind of good news, some kind of new opportunity, some kind of youthful, spontaneous, like fire energy. Let's see. So, and then we'll get clarifiers for all these too, don't worry. So for Virgo's current energy, what do we have for Virgo's current energy, Spirit? What does Virgo's current energy look like? Woo, jeez. Okay. A new beginning, a new offer. What else does Virgo's current energy look like? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Virgo's current energy. Okay. And one more for Virgo's current energy. Let me get one more for Virgo's current energy, Spirit. What is Virgo's current energy? Thank you. Okay. All right, so for the current energy, bottom of the deck, we have Justice. So the current energy, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Ace of Pentacles, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Ten of Swords, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Eight of Cups, bottom of the deck, Justice, which is Libra. Okay, so for your current energy, you may have started a new job, a new business of some kind, and then you've walked away from some kind of ending, some kind of painful ending, like a backstabbing, a betrayal, some kind of ending energy, right? But this is more than just being backstabbed and being betrayed. It's also like the silver lining on the horizon, right? It's like she's over the hill, she's looking at the sun. It's like challenging times coming to an end. Right? So you could have either just moved or started a new job or a new business or started something new, and it's kind of just the beginning stages of it, which kind of means for you challenging times are over. Whoever backstabbed you in the past, betrayed you in the past, whether it was a boss who was really shitty or a relationship that didn't work out, it doesn't matter. It came to an end and the hard times are over, basically. So then Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, a new beginning. This is new beginning, right? But this is like more of a physical new beginning. So this is like a move, a job, an offer of some kind, something you can see, touch, feel. This is like an emotional new beginning, whether this is a new relationship or whether this is just with yourself, like self-love, right? Because Ace of Cups does mean a new relationship, so you could be entering in a new relationship, but it also means self-love. So you may be giving love to yourself that you previously were not, right? Because even if it is a new relationship, you can't really get into a new relationship and expect it to be successful if you don't love yourself first, if you don't have boundaries, if you don't know where to draw the line. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to do the thing where you give too much and then you don't have enough left for yourself, or you overgive or you overextend, which causes like resentfulness, bitterness, and it's just not good for anyone, right? So I'm getting that whatever was in the past, not that even this past is negative, it's not, but I'm getting there is something that happened to you that was some kind of backstabbing, betrayal, an ending of something that you just maybe didn't really want to end, something you knew needed to end, but maybe it was something that was scary and you didn't want to start all over. You know what I mean? So take it as it resonates. And again, we'll get clarifiers for all these, so don't worry about that either. So for Virgo's near future, which is, we're going to go with like 1 to 6 months. I've been kind of switching it up. Usually it's 1 to 3. This time I think I'll do 1 to 6. So for Virgo in the near future, the next 1 to 6 months, what do you have for them? What do you have? Okay. 7 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which is your energy. 2 more for Virgo's near future energy. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Ooh, bottom of the deck, the Lovers. Love that. And your energy. Okay, I really, really like this for you. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck, Death, Scorpio, which is not, it doesn't necessarily mean someone's going to die. It definitely doesn't mean that in this reading, because just based on the surrounding cards. But Scorpio, death is also rebirth, because energy never dies, it transfers, right? So some kind of ending has taken place, so some kind of new beginning can start. So for your near future, and again, we'll get clarifiers, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which is the 7 of Pentacles, which is waiting for the seeds that you've planted to come to fruition, right? So it's not time to harvest quite yet, but you know that the seeds are seeding, they're growing, right? You're watering them, you're taking care of them, you're just at this point waiting to harvest them, though it's not quite time yet. So you're waiting to harvest the pentacles that you've planted for the future. And then the Judgment card, this is like a transcendence card. This is like it's like being honest with ourselves about how or why something happened, which kind of draws me back to this 10 of Swords card, right? So if we're being honest with ourselves about how or why something ended, or the fact that it needed to end, this is like introspection. It's going within. So this is a card of no longer being able to like be in denial about something. You know what I mean? About being in denial about a job that came to an end, or things not working out in the past, or bosses that just kind of sucked, or maybe you're looking for like a new career that you just haven't started quite yet. You know what I mean? This is very much an honest energy. This is I'm going within. I've seen what's gone on in the past, and I'm now being honest with myself about how or why certain things happened, and the fact that I'm capable, right? I'm capable to progress. I'm capable to move forward, and I can do all this. I just have to go within. It's very much an internal, I'm trying to think of the right word, an internal, what do you call it? I can't think of the word right now. If I do, I'll let you know. But audit, I guess that's the word. An internal audit is what this kind of card is. So it's like being honest with yourself, going through this audit of how or why things are the way they are. And then again, this is going within, and this is going within. So for your near future energy, you don't really have to do much is what I'm getting. It's like, yes, you may be starting a new job. Yes, you may be looking for the path that you're supposed to be on, but you don't necessarily have to overwork yourself or do anything like physically taxing. You know what I mean? This is kind of just a waiting energy. This is like the waiting place card, the Dr. Seuss, oh, the places you'll go, the waiting place. That's what this reminds me of. So this is just waiting. This is going within, and this is going within, because this is your card. Virgo is the Hermit, which is going within. It's an intentional pause, right? Or I'm sorry, intentional retreat, not intentional pause. The Hanged Man is intentionally pausing your energy. This is intentionally withdrawing your energy. So this kind of just tells me that you don't really need to do much for the near future except wait for things to kind of fall into place. You don't really need to be out doing. You just kind of need to be listening to the universe. And at bottom of the deck, perfect. See, this is a brand new beginning. Pages are about new beginnings. Aces are about new beginnings. But Page of Pentacles specifically is a new opportunity, right? So you're just kind of waiting for this new opportunity to come to you in the future. So we'll go ahead and clarify. Let's get some clarification for your past. Spirit, please clarify the 9 of Pentacles for Virgo's recent past energy. Please clarify the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, Knight of Swords. So this is like abundance, joy, success, happiness, but it's kind of like it's being happy within yourself, right? It's being happy alone, by yourself. Not that you necessarily are alone or by yourself, but it's like in those moments when, like, just for example, people who jump from relationship to relationship to relationship and take no time in between to reflect on why the last one didn't work out is because they can't stand to be alone with themselves. They can't stand to be in the quiet and be alone with their own thoughts. So they always have to be doing something or running to somebody new or looking for somebody new to fill up their fucking empty space and energy. And I'm getting you're not doing that with this. Because the Knight of Swords is not a decision that's been made quickly, but it's once a decision has been made, quickly moving towards it, right? And then the Nine of Pentacles is very much a single self kind of energy. So this is kind of like you're going within, you're looking at yourself and you're wondering, what it is do I want to do? Where do I want to be in life? What it is that maybe you want to do for your career or your, I guess not even necessarily career, more life's purpose, right? Because career is great. We change career all the time. But like when you find what you're supposed to be doing, what you're supposed to do with your life's purpose, like there's no better feeling than that, right? So I'm just kind of getting that right now. You're internal, you're waiting. Something has come to an end in the past, right? And then you're in this new beginning. You got 2 new beginnings for your current energy. So I'm just kind of getting, you're making some kind of decision for yourself and where it is you would like to be. And then once you make that decision, or once you figured out what it is you either want to be doing with your life, for a job, for a career, or just how you want to fill your time, then once you figure that out, rushing towards it, like the beelining towards it. There's tunnel vision, right? Like don't care about you, tunnel vision. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor, Aries. You may be with an Aries, or this could just be you being the ruler or the boss of your own life. This is somebody who's all about control, and it's, I don't really read reversals. Sometimes I do, but not always, right? And so reverse, this is somebody who's controlling in a negative way. This is somebody who is unfair, somebody who is hot-headed, somebody who's literally out of control, right? But wants to be in control of everyone and everything. And I'm not getting, this is upright. So like I said, even if it wasn't, I don't read reversals. So either you could be with an Aries, or this can just simply be you being the boss of yourself, you being like starting your own business, or being the boss of your own career or your own life, or being an entrepreneur of some kind, right? Like some kind of something that I just keep getting life's purpose. And it's not even like job or career or like just finances, because that's like, that's a very earthly, I need to get my bills paid, so I'll take a job to get my bills paid. This isn't that though that I'm getting. This is more of like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. This is where I'm meant to be. This is the thing that I'm supposed to be doing that can help other people. So I'm getting you're in that energy of figuring out what that is for you. So this is you just being kind of in control and the boss of your own life, either being your own boss literally, or this can just be like divine masculine if this is a relationship you're looking to start, but I'm not really getting relationship out of these cards. It could be, you know, everybody's not going through the same thing at the same time. So if what resonates for you is a relationship and not like a career or life purpose kind of reading, then, you know, take it as it resonates. So let's see, please clarify the 3 of Pentacles for Virgo's recent past energy. Judgment, clarified by the Judgment. Okay. So this is like community collaboration, working together with other people. And then this is like introspection, right? So this is like being honest with ourselves about something. So maybe this was you used to work for somebody and you liked the job, but like the sense of community, the collaboration, or the boss just wasn't it. Or maybe there's something you know you would like to be doing, and now you're kind of going in internally to figure out how you can make that happen, either with other people or bringing people together, or whatever, you know, only you know your situation. Bottom of the deck, actually, this is really nice. Chariot, which is Cancer's energy. This is like I want to say dual income for some reason. So if this is like a work situation or a job situation, this means this card is just overcoming obstacles through sheer determination and willpower. This has nothing to do with luck or being in the right place at the right time, or not like what you know, but who you know. This is not that. This is just determination and willpower on your end. This is how you're getting through. This is how you're going to overcome it. And you're going to have some kind of like more than one opportunity to do that, because with the 1 and the 2, this is either like a dual income of some kind or multiple streams coming in of some kind. This is just some kind of opportunity that you're going to get. If this is your life's purpose, you're going to figure out more than one way to make that happen. So this could be like, I don't know, maybe you start your own business, but you also do something on the side. Or because you started this thing, this other door opened up for you. You know what I mean? Take it as it resonates. So for the Page of Wands, please clarify the Virgo's Page of Wands for their recent past. Please thank you. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So the Page of Wands, which is like youthful, fiery, spontaneous energy. It's also good news of some kind. This clarified by the Hierophant, which is Taurus's card, which is earth energy. But it's also, this is about like commitment and tradition, right? Like traditional jobs, traditional income, like banks, credit union, finances, things like that. So it's like ascending the ladder. It's like a level of commitment, but it's traditional commitment, like traditional marriage, traditional like institutions and things like that. So for your past, your Page of Wands being clarified by the Hierophant, I'm looking at, this is some kind of commitment. This is a new beginning that you're going to be committing to. What the new beginning is, I have no idea. We're not there yet. Maybe the cards will tell us, but if they don't, you know what your situation is, right? You ultimately know if you start something and you're just not feeling it, then just, you don't need to commit to it. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason to commit to something you know you're not supposed to be doing, something that's not really meant for you, something you don't really like. You know what I mean? Because I'm not getting that you're in this energy of, I need to scramble to find a new job immediately. I'm getting this, I have some time, I can wait, I can think about what it is I want to do, and then figure out a way to execute that and bring that into fruition, right? Waiting for the seeds that we've planted to come to fruition. So I'm getting, you're gonna be getting, so this is the past. So you, some kind of spontaneous energy. Spontaneous doesn't really go with commitment, right? Spontaneity and commitment planning aren't, they're kind of opposite energies. So I'm kind of just feeling that you weren't really knowing what you wanted to do, and then this being clarified by this tells me you're going to figure it out. Whatever it is, you're going to commit to it, and that's going to be your new beginning, your new offer, your new way to bring in finances, or whatever that looks like for you. So clarify in Virgo's, I almost said near, current, hold on, let me go get something to drink. Pause. Sorry about that. I had to go get something to drink. Okay. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause to go get something to drink. I came back and then I forgot my cards in the other room. Now we're back. We're good. All right, so for Virgo's current energy, Spirit, please clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Virgo's current energy. Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. Seven of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So for your current energy, this is the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning, a new physical offer that you can tangibly see, clarified by the Seven of Cups, which I just was talking about your life's purpose, right? So this can be confusion and it can be multiple choices. So I'm kind of getting that, like I said before, you're kind of in this energy of figuring out what it is you want to be doing for your life's purpose. And in your current energy, you're just kind of figuring that out, right? Because this is the waiting game. This is introspection. So it's kind of just like, no rush, no need to figure it out this second. But I'm just getting that you're taking some time to figure out what it is you want to do with your career as far as your life's purpose and how, because everybody has one, right? Everybody doesn't listen to it or follow it or, go with it like they should, but we have free will. So ultimately, people don't have to do anything, right? So everybody has a life purpose, but whether or not we choose to follow that or we choose to listen to it is 100% up to us. So I'm getting that you're in this space of I'm going within, I'm looking internally to figure out what it is I want to do with my life, and I'm not necessarily in any hurry to like hurry up and figure out what it is and do it. It's like if you need to try a couple things, try a couple things. There's no rush. You got all the time in the world, right? Try a couple things. If it's not that, it might be something else. Or if you try the something else, then maybe you realize, it's not necessarily this and it's not this, but it could be a combination of both. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of just getting you're in this energy of figuring out what it is you want to do with your life's purpose that ultimately will be your career. Because when you figure out what your life purpose is, almost always you can figure out a way to make money from that. Because if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as far as your life purpose goes, that usually translates into a career and making money. So for the Ten of Swords for Virgo's current energy, what do we have for the Ten of Swords? Clarify that for me, please. Okay, yeah, for sure. So the Ten of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Nine of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So swords are air energy, which is intellect, it's thought, right? It's our mind. So this Ten of Swords, some kind of challenging time, some kind of betrayal, some kind of painful ending, or some kind of thing that hurt us or we thought was going to be one thing that turned out to be something else, came to an end, right? And because of that, in your current energy, I'm getting that that's kind of causing some kind of anxiety, some kind of fear, some kind of sleepless nights or worry. But it's ultimately, I don't want to say that it's not real, because it's very much real, right? If you're trying to figure out what you want to do with your life and you're not quite there yet, but you know you're really close, you're just not quite there yet, that can cause anxiety, that can cause fear, that can cause some kind of bad dream or worry. But ultimately, I mean, her bed is right here. Her pillow is right here. So the way that this talks about bad dreams, it also talks about things not being as bad as they seem. Right? So although it may feel like, when am I going to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with my life? When am I going to start making money from doing that thing? When am I going to X, Y, Z? It may be causing you a little bit of confusion, a little bit of feeling like I have too many options, and also a little bit of anxiety. But ultimately, it's all in your head, right? It's very much a mental thing. So as long as you can figure out how to get over this, this is going to lead to this new beginning and whatever comes for the future. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the waiting place. We're just kind of waiting right now, right? So anytime I get double cards like this, it reminds me of Doja Cat. Bitch, I said what I said. Like, didn't you hear me the first time I said what I said? But it also lets me know you could be dealing with a Gemini, or a Gemini could be in your vicinity or in your future, because this is very much like twin energy. So, or it could just be double confirmation. Take it as it resonates for you. All right, Spirit, for Virgo and their current energy, please clarify the Ace of Cups. Please clarify the Ace of Cups. Okay, perf, that's awesome. Okay, so this either new beginning, new relationship, or the start of the self-love journey for you, right? This is ultimately looking ahead to the future, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you could be building a future with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. You may be in a relationship with a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. Or this could just simply be you looking ahead to the future. But it's not looking ahead to the distant, near, like far off future where, it's going to take a while to get here. She's literally about to step into the water. She's got her board. The water is right there. It's so close. So you're planning for the future. You're looking ahead to the future, even though maybe it's causing some kind of, I have too many options, or I don't know what to decide, or it may be causing you a little bit of anxiety. Ultimately, your future looks amazing. The Sun, happiness, joy. This is like the happiest card in the deck. So you might be having some anxiety right now, but it's going to get better. Trust. It's going to get better. So let's see for for Virgo's near future energy. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles, please. Please clarify. Wow. Okay. Awesome. That's really good. I like that for you. Please clarify the Judgment for Virgo's near future, please. Okay, bitch. I said what I said. All right. A new beginning. Okay. So you have a lot of endings and a lot of new beginnings. Literally, bitch, I said what I said. Bottom of the deck. So we have two Ten of Swords at the bottom, Ten of Swords, Page of Wands, death, rebirth, like so many judgment, right? So again, this is endings, right? This is about painful betrayal, backstabby endings, but it's also about challenging times coming to an end. This is about things coming to an end so they can start all over. So things, because like I said, energy never dies, it just transfers. If something ends, it's so something better can start. And if you're on a path that you're not supposed to be on, well, then it has to come to an end so you can start on the path you should be on, if that makes sense. So this waiting game, I'm waiting for my abundance, I'm waiting for the seeds that I planted to come to fruition, that's coming to an end. But more than just coming to an end, because like I said, this is an end. The Wheel of Fortune is an end. This is spiritual graduation. This is, I I have been through the school of struggle and I have now graduated spiritually, right? To not repeat the same things from the past, to know that the challenging times are coming to an end, although it may cause a little bit of confusion and anxiety currently, your future looks really, really, really good. So the waiting game, the waiting place, the I'm waiting for what I planted to come to fruition comes to an end because it finally, it grows, right? So you can finally harvest it, so you can see it, you can feel it, you can touch it. And then the Page of Wands, this is youthful, spontaneity. This is like a renewed sense of like purpose. You know what I mean? It's also fiery energy. It's, like I said, spontaneous. It's also good news. So going within, waiting on whatever it is you're waiting on, these seeds that you've planted to come to fruition, you're waiting to harvest your life's purpose so you can make a career out of that, make money out of that, and also help other people, right? Because our life's purpose isn't just about making money. It's ultimately about helping other people first, and then the money comes from that afterwards, just naturally, right? So you are, whatever your life's purpose is, you're this close to figuring it out. You're this close. If you haven't already figured it out, you are this close, because it's about to be a brand new beginning for you. You're about to get some kind of great news. You're closing out a cycle of this waiting energy, of this waiting to harvest, and you're going into this, I got good news. I'm in my life's purpose. The union is right there. We are so close. And then this, the Hermit being clarified by death and rebirth. So ultimately, Virgo is your card, the Hermit, right? So you going within, you doing all this introspection, you going within yourself to find the answers you seek, leads all of this coming to an end so that it can start over and you can have a brand new beginning, doing what you're supposed to be doing and making money from that also. So that's really, really good for you. I do really like that for you. I want to see, nah, I'm not going to do that. We'll just go into significant numbers and then letters, because I don't want to get this too convoluted and confusing. So let's see. If you don't get any significant numbers or initials, that's okay. I just kind of use these as extra confirmation for people who might need it just a little bit more. So if this reading resonated for you and these don't, that's perfectly fine. This is still your reading. All right, so what do we have for significant numbers for Virgo, Spirit? We have 6, we have 3, we have 60, we have 12, and we have 4. So we have 4, 6, 3, 60, and 12. All right, and then for the initials, if you get either your initials or maybe the initials of somebody on your mind, come back and comment, because I love to hear that. Also, if this resonated with you, like the video if you would. It does help my channel a lot. And if you subscribe, then it does help me better connect to your energy. So let's see. For the initials, for Virgo, we have N, T, K, I, W, B, another N, V, H, woo, okay, P, S, oh my God, okay, another, oh, that's upside down, S, another S, M, D, O, get a couple more, another W, another O, 2 more, oh, another I, J, we'll do 1 more, just trying to make it even here, another K, all right, last one, Y. All right, so for the initials, we have 2 N's, T, 2 K's, 2 I's, 2 W's, BVHPSMD, 2 O's, J, and Y. All right, Virgo, that is where I will leave this reading for you. Feel free to check back for the next one. And as always, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul.